Welcome to Dark Truths, Religion Uncovered, where we explore the collision between ancient faith and modern life. Tonight, we're tackling a huge shift in our spiritual landscape, the disappearance of what was once considered holy waiting. In ancient theology, waiting wasn't just a boring delay, it was a powerful act of devotion. Think about it. The sacred texts are filled with stories of God's promises unfolding slowly, sometimes over generations. Abraham waited decades for his son Isaac. The Israelites longed for freedom from slavery for centuries. The prophets spent their entire lives waiting for a future they would never see. Even the Messiah's arrival came after 400 years of divine silence. Waiting wasn't a bug in the system, it was a feature. It was designed to build deep, unshakable trust in God and break our illusion of control. It forced people to confront what they truly believed in. But today, waiting often felt like a failure. Delay is denial. Silence is abandonment. We're programmed for instant everything, instant answers, instant growth, and instant results from our prayers. So, faith has adapted. It now promises quick breakthroughs and fast transformations. But the ancient wisdom warned us. When you get rid of waiting, you risk collapsing the very foundation of spiritual growth. The scriptures never rushed God's promises, because a rushed promise creates an unformed person. Divine delays aren't about indifference. They're about instruction. Waiting shows us what we're really attached to. Is our faith in God, or is it in getting what we want? In our busy lives, we hate waiting because it forces us to face our need for control. When you're still, all the distractions fall away, and you're left with the raw, unvalidated reality of your faith. The ancients didn't just sit around. They filled their waiting with action. They built altars to remember promises, told stories to the next generation, and followed commandments, trusting in something bigger, even when the future was uncertain. So, what do? We strategize, and we optimize. We reframe our beliefs, and we even try to spiritualize our impatience. But let's be real. Impatience, even when you dress it up in fancy theological terms, is still just impatience. The scriptures tell us, "Those who wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength." Waiting humbles us. It forces us to listen. It helps us to figure out what truly matters. Without it, belief becomes anxious. Faith becomes frantic, and God becomes a manager trying to keep up with our demanding schedule. When things don't happen on our timeline, our faith can start to fall apart. Early believers knew how to wait because they were taught it was part of the journey. But many believers today find their faith cracking under the pressure of unmet expectations, because no one ever taught them the art of holy waiting. Waiting is the test that separates true faith from simple demands. It's a reminder that God isn't bound by our urgency or stressed out by our anxiety. It's the sacred space where faith can finally breathe. So here's the sobering truth. A faith that cannot wait will always try to rush God, and in doing so, it risks turning God into a projection of its own desires. Ancient theology saw waiting as something that purifies hope. Modern belief often sees it as an empty void, but it's in that very void that real trust is built. So, as we close, I want to leave you with a question that echoes from the ancient world. If God asked you to wait longer than you wanted, would your faith survive? Thanks for joining us on Dark Truths, Religion Uncovered. What are your thoughts on waiting? Has the rush of modern life impacted your own faith? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the world of belief.